State versus Gordon Cox, paraphernalia, methamphetamine, controlled substances, that's 15,325, 15,291, similar charges, 15-23, drug charges. Good
Your
morning.
Honor, good morning, Judge. Your Honor, I represent privately Mr. Cox. And there's been a plea agreement that we've reached this morning. Kerry, do we want to bring him over?
Okay.
Do we want to do that next
We-
Thursday?
We will transport you to the courthouse, Mr. Cox. Thank you. 15-307, State versus William Sweetnam. 15-307, battery in the second.
Your Honor, the Public Defender's Office represents Mr. Sweatnam. At this point in time, it looks like the matter has been scheduled. I
Okay.
don't know if there's any additional discovery that will be needed. I imagine that there will be. There was a trip to the hospital, it seems, so I'm sure there'll be some medical records.
Okay.
I would probably like to address the court on the issue of Mr. Sweatnam's bond at this time.
All right. Go ahead.
Can the court tell me from review of the file if it was reduced from his first appearance before this court? It was
Let
at
me look.
$50,000 previously.
Judge McCorkindale, sitting for Judge Webb, set it at 30.
Okay. May I inquire of our client, Your Honor?
You may.
Mr. Sweatnam, are you unable to make that $30,000 bond?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there, if the court was to reduce that bond any amount, would it be possible for you to bond out, or is there a probation or a parole hold against you?
No,
Okay. How long have you lived in the Mountain Home area?
all my life.
Okay. You have family here and relatives?
Yes, sir. I believe my mom's in the court.
Okay. I believe she is too. I talked to her this morning. Do you have a job here?
No, sir.
Okay. When you're out of jail, have you been employed within the last year?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any other charges pending in any other jurisdictions besides Backward County?
No, sir.
Do you have a criminal history, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you have prior felonies?
Yes, sir.
And are they in this court?
Yes, sir.
Okay. One moment.
What is his relationship with the alleged victim? Do you know?
The victim's name is Stephanie Elliott. She was struck by this man. She received blows to her face, eye, nose, and I think she was just an acquaintance of this man. His bond has been reduced, Your Honor. He struck a woman.
Before I forget it, and not necessarily have an application in this case, I talked with a fellow who does ankle monitors a couple of days ago. They have really improved those things, and they no longer need a hard line, and like they can put a zone around the victim's home and stuff, which before we couldn't do that. And there's a lot of benefits now that we may use in the futures that might be helpful to us. But at any rate, let me think about this. We may discuss it later. I'll take it under consideration, sir, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
15-245, State versus Arthur Tunnicliffe, delivery of methamphetamine.
Judge, we have had some negotiations with the state regarding disposition of this case, and unfortunately, we've been unsuccessful in coming to an agreement. The matter is set for trial in December. If we'll just leave it as scheduled, we'll proceed accordingly.
Okay. That's all we can do right now, Mr. Tunnicliffe. Thank you, sir. Thank you. 15-246, State versus James Lally, commercial burglary, theft. We're here for any motions that we need to take up. Is there any?
I don't think there are
Are
any
there any?
pretrial issues at this time, Your Honor.
Okay.
There are two cases pending in Judge Webb's division. I don't know. I think the one, did you transfer these to your docket, Your Honor?
I don't know.
I'm standing in for
Yeah.
Mr. Bayless.
Looks like he transferred them to mine, yes.
Okay. We'll leave them as scheduled, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's all we can do today, sir.
When do I come back, or?
Say it again.
When's my next court date?
Okay, Matt. I understand, Mr. Bailey, you have other charges pending, but in this particular case, December 10th is your next court date.
Yes, thank you.
15-203, State versus Larry Johnson. It's a rape case.
Judge, we have a motion recently filed regarding Arkansas's rape shield statute that we'll need to have taken up.
Okay.
If we could bring Mr. Johnson over this afternoon.
Very well. We'll transport you to the courthouse today, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. 15-59, State versus Danny Bobbitt, theft. 15-57, theft by receiving, fleeing, other charges. Okay, last time you were here, you were going to hire a lawyer. Who did you hire?
Your Honor, may I speak before the court?
Yes.
I've been, in the last 60 days, in transit between Arkansas Department of Corrections, East Arkansas Regional Unit, which is approximately 200 miles away. It's a 4.5-hour drive one way. I've made 4 trips in the last 60 days. I've been in transit. I've been trying to make contact. I have family that is trying to retain a lawyer, but it's hard for me to communicate at this point. And I was wanting to know if there was any way you could put me out, instead of me going all the way back down to Arkansas again and coming back to East Arkansas, is there any way you could put me on next week to where I could maybe talk to Mr. Etheridge and see if that we could maybe negotiate a plea, so I could get this taken care of? It's been going for 8 months approximately now, and maybe we could agree to something there, or send me back to East Arkansas until I can make contact with a lawyer and come back and maybe discuss negotiating the plea.
You'll recall this was my concern last time that you would appear before me and not have a lawyer. I'll
Yes,
schedule you to
sir.
appear on December 10th. That'll give you some more time.
Okay, sir, would that be before your court or Judge Webb, sir?
That'll be before my court.
Is there any way I could go before Judge Webb so I could discuss this matter with David Etheridge, sir?
How would going before Judge Webb help you discuss it with
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Etheridge?
I must have been misinformed. I was under the impression by the past lawyer I had that under odd and even numbers of court cases that they were assigned to certain judges, and therefore you would have to deal with certain prosecutors, either the deputy prosecutor or the
Okay.
main prosecutor, sir. I've yet to speak with David Etheridge, sir.
I'll set it down for December 10th. Maybe you can work something out.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.